compromising herself. Oh, it's telling me to minimize something. Oh, damn, this freaking phone. I'm not doing it. Let's keep on going. Yeah, 1 minute she's happy and she's on cloud nine, and her and Mitch can grow old together. And now she's mad because she's saying she's compromising herself and she doesn't know who she is. And the next minute she's being controlling, telling Mitch what to say, what to do, what to act, and being bossy with him. And then she was bossy with him. She told me he better have sex with her on decision day, or tell her he loves her, or on the decision day, they won't consummate. She'll say no on decision day. My phone doing all kinds of stuff. I think it's gonna cut off. Kristen changes like the wind. I never ever know what she's gonna do, what she's gonna say. Oh, this phone's pissing me off. Anyway. Meanwhile, Mitch is the same person he's always been. He's an environmentalist, and she either needs to adjust her life to his lifestyle, or just leave him alone, divorce him. So while crying, she tells the Pepper that she liked Mitch, they have fun together, and he is a good person. She said all these good things about him while bawling her eyes out about him, saying he was not attracted to her the day after the wedding. I don't know. She tells the Pepper that she has been trying to make him happy, and she has lost herself, and she does not want to do it anymore. That's her fault. Mitch never asked her to change herself. She's doing it all for him. He never asked her to do that. She decided to change herself all on her own. Now she's crying about it. Between Kristen and Alexis, I can't decide which one I like the least. So she tells the Pepper that she is done walking on eggshells. I don't see her walking on eggshells. I see Mitch walking on eggshells. Every time he says something that she doesn't like, he got to apologize to her. Kristen asks Mitch if he feels the same way he did day 2 of the honeymoon. Then she wants to know if he could fall in love with her. She's another damn Stasha. Stasha asking Nate the same question. Can you fall in love with me? Can you fall in love with me? Too bad she can't bribe Mitch with a brand new house and a bank account. Let me see. The Pepper told Kristen exactly what I've been saying. The Pepper told Kristen that she's being demanding of Mitch. I said the same thing. Kristen tells Mitch what to do, what to say, how to act, how not to act. She's been doing this since day 1. The Pepper told her that Mitch is not the type of person that you make demands of. And Kristen told the Pepper that we should not have gotten married. So then she just admitted that she's a demanding person. So Mitch is just sitting there with his mouth shut, and he's afraid to say anything. I think Mitch is the one walking on eggshells, not her. She's full of crap. But I was okay with the advice that the Pepper gave them. The Pepper told Kristen, don't tell him what you want. She's basically telling her to quit being a demanding bitch. The Pepper told her, instead tell him what you need. Don't keep demanding what you want. Tell him what you need. Then the Pepper asks Mitch if he admires Kristen. And poor Mitch, he has to say yes. He can't say no. And the Pepper asks him if he feels affectionate towards Kristen. And he says, I do. And of course he says that because he cannot say no. And the Pepper asks him if he says this to Kristen. And of course the answer is no. He doesn't tell her this. Who tells people that? And she's being so crabby. But the Pepper makes him say, I admire you. I think you are strong. I am grateful for you. You have courage. You are brave. This is all the things Mitch had to say to Kristen. So then the Pepper takes out a whip and practically beats Mitch with it. The Pepper tells Mitch that he feels fear, and he's critical, and he's self-righteous. The Pepper just went in on Mitch. And she told him that he needs to work on these things. And Kristen says she wants to feel more validated than she do. And then the Pepper did what she just told Kristen not to do. The Pepper asked Mitch if he can love Kristen. He just told her not to say. She just told Kristen not to be demanding of him, to tell her what he needs. Don't tell him what to do. And of course, Mitch says yes because he can't say no. He can't say no, and Kristen is now happy. Next scene, Kristen took Mitch to a baseball field to show him to show him who she is. And I hate the skinny tights she's wearing. They are ugly. They look like they will get her to sweating. They are not very flattering to her butt, and they look uncomfortable. So they're throwing the ball back and forth to each other, and it's pretty boring and disastrous because Mitch can't catch, Mitch can't throw, and Mitch can't run. And Kristen can't throw, Kristen can't hit a ball to save her life. Then they sit down to talk, and this is boring as well. Kristen tells Mitch, Kristen tells Mitch that while growing up, her mother was very strict. I don't know. I think she's a liar. She took her mother on a honeymoon with her. That doesn't sound like a strict mother. Wasn't her mother the one that showed up to her wedding with a red lacy see-through lingerie looking dress on? Looking like she's the madam of the little whorehouse of Texas? That was Dolly Parton, but our mother doesn't look like a strict person. I think Kristen is lying. Mitch told Kristen that he had a great childhood. He did not play sports. He did not get good grades. Then Kristen had an epiphany. She told Mitch that they are different because they had different upbringings. Really? Is that why y'all are so different? Next scene, they look at photos of Mitch growing up. He showed her a photo of him, his brother, and mother after his parents got divorced. A photo of his father's apartment after an earthquake. Mitch told us in his confessional that his father died in 2014 and he hoped his father is proud of him. Mitch told Kristen that after his parents' divorce, he was rebellious and angry, and he said him and his friends terrorized the neighborhood. And he wasn't doing well in school, so they had to leave him back a grade. He said growing up he had no discipline. Kristen thinks that she understands Mitch better now. Next scene, Mitch and Kristen goes to visit his father's grave. Mitch wish his father could have seen him get married. There was a picture of Mitch with hair. Mitch looked fine. Oh my goodness. Hair really makes a difference, I tell you. Next scene, Mitch and Kristen goes to the beach. Kristen has her letter in her phone, and so does Mitch. They read their letters to each other. Her letter is basically saying that she should stop trying all the time to be perfect. Mitch's letter was about him being an environmentalist and him being different and staying true to who he is. Mitch's letter was the best. I teared up. He teared up. Kristen teared up. His letter was, out of everybody's letters, his was the best. In her confessional, Kristen said she was holding on to what happened the 2 days on the honeymoon. Why were you holding on to that when he's clearly into you now? He's having sex with you. She said now she can be happy. Yeah, she's happy today. Tomorrow she won't be happy because she bounces off the wall. Her feelings change with the wind. Next up is Alexis and Justin. The Pepper comes for a visit. They sat down to talk, and right away Justin starts to cry. And Alexis tells the Pepper about his dog attacking her dog. Something she will never get over. Alexis told the Pepper that they compromised and sent Maya to a training camp. They did not compromise. She said either the dog go or I go. That wasn't a compromise. If I was Justin, I just bit my damn tongue. If I was Justin, I would have chose Maya. Now, I'm not even lying. I'm not even kidding. I would have chose Maya because his marriage is falling apart anyway. Anyway, she tells the Pepper that the trainer said that Maya is untrainable and Maya cannot come back. So Maya's punishment is to go work on a farm. Oh my, If I could go get Maya, I'd go get Maya. Okay? Justin, go get your damn dog and dump Alexis. You're not happy anyway. The woman is not making you happy anyway. So go get your dog. Alexis told Pepper that they have a fresh start. No, y'all don't. Justin says that Alexis has a dominant personality, but he has to realize that she is still sensitive. And Alexis says, I'm not sensitive. Yes, you are, heifer. Yes, you are. Wasn't it you the one that ran into the bathroom crying, saying, oh, he's such a child, and I have to mother him. Oh. What was that? Fake? Fake sensitivity? I don't know. She said she grew up with strong black women and she didn't have time to be sensitive. I grew up with strong black women. I'm sensitive. All my friends and family, my cousins, they grew up with strong black females. They're sensitive. They ain't got nothing to do with you claiming you're not sensitive. Shut up. I can't stand Alexis. Oh. She said she grew up with strong black women and you don't let people see you sweat. So why were you in the bathroom crying? Why were you doing that shit? Why? She thinks that being sensitive is being weak. No, it's not. Heifer. Ooh, I don't like her. I don't think she has any self-awareness of herself. Because she thinks she's just so perfect. And everybody else has flaws. And she's so perfect. Girl, get out of here. The Pepper basically told her that she has to be vulnerable in a marriage. The Pepper didn't have time for her and her nonsense. Okay, so the Pepper, that was all we saw of the Pepper with them. Next scene, Justin took Alexis to the area where he grew up. He took her to the park where he hung out a lot. Justin told her that he was raised by his brother. He would get in trouble in school and he didn't get good grades. Let me tell you, even though I cannot stand Alexis, I can't stand that lady. I have to acknowledge this.
I'm having trouble hearing.
Shut up. I'm not talking to you. Stop, Alexis. Every time I say Alexis' name, she want to talk. Anyway, so I gotta acknowledge her makeup, even though I can't stand her. Her eyebrows were perfect. Her eyeshadow was on point. Her eyelashes were fabulous. Her nose was contoured to the gods. Her foundation and highlights were hitting it. Even though she get on my damn nerve, that makeup was... I loved her makeup. I love that makeup. It looked so good. Anyway, Justin tells Alexis that his brother raised him, but he wished his brother had done a better job raising him. He said his brother would always tell him to go figure it out yourself. Go figure it out yourself. He wouldn't help him figure it out. He would just tell him, go figure it out yourself. Alexis thinks that's why Justin is the way he is, because he had to figure out things on his own. So Justin went and got a kite and flew it in the park because it's what he did as a kid. And Alexis said, that's weird. That is not weird. I grew up in Jamaica. We used to make kites out of bamboo, and we used to fly the hell out of the kites. Flying a kite is the funnest thing you can do. It's so much fun. Adults, kids, anybody. Go fly a kite. It's so much fun. Okay? But Justin was doing a good job flying his kite until he got stuck in a tree. No, Justin, next time you go to an open field to fly your kite, you don't fly it in the park where there are trees. You don't do that. Okay? Next scene, we see Justin and Alexis playing basketball, and she's doing very well. She won, but her shirt was too short, and every time she raised her hand, her whole area right here was out. I don't know why she thought she could go play basketball in that little tiny shirt. I guess she was trying to be sexy. Please, girl. And then she's wearing leggings. She must have been sweating in those damn leggings. Ugh. So they sat down and she shows him her scrapbook from high school. Basically, she was just bragging. Which contained her basketball career, her high school basketball career, and her honor certificates of scholars. Like anybody didn't get that. Everybody got that crap. Alexis told Justin that basketball taught her what? Taught her that if she put in hard work in anything, she will persevere. No. You say you're a track star, you're a runner. You say when relationships don't work, you get out. You don't put no hard work in. Girl, please. Girl, bye. I don't know who Alexis thinks she's this perfect person. She'd be contradicting herself. She even told Justin that if they weren't married, she'd be out. She ain't putting in no hard work. So she then reads a letter to Justin. Her letter was about her not asking for help when she needs it. I think that's what her letter was about. Enough of them. Next up, it's Lindy and Miguel. Still recording? I think I am. Pepper comes for a visit. Lindy told Pepper that she is learning how not to be defensive, and she is insecure, and she's not comfortable in the kitchen. Miguel told her that she's doing a good job. You're doing a good job, Lindy. It's okay. The Pepper told Lindy that she worked hard to be independent. What? Lindy independent? How is Lindy independent? Lindy does not have a full-time job. That's why she has no insurance. Okay? That's not being independent. No full. She got a little part-time job. That's not independent. She ain't got no insurance. That's not independent. She says she admits she don't know what the hell she doing in the kitchen. That's not independent. And she has student loans out the wazoo. That's not, and have a part-time job so she can't pay it back right now. That's not being independent. What are you talking about, Pepper? Where is this independent she's seeing in Lindy? Let me know, because I don't see it. Pepper asked them if they have said, I love you yet. Why does the Pepper think they're going to say, I love you? What the hell is wrong with her? I guess she also believes that loving someone is a choice. So you should just tell them, I love you. I love you. Anyway, they told her that they have not said, I love you yet. Next scene, Miguel and Lindy go swing dancing. They dance a little, then they sit down at a table with petals, rose petals, and wine and candle. And Lindy tells Miguel that being a Seventh-day Adventist, she was not allowed to dance. My grandmother is Seventh-day Adventist. The only time you weren't allowed to listen to music, watch TV, dance, and party and all that was on the Sabbath. And the Sabbath was from Friday evening to Saturday evening, I think, something like that. You can dance, just not on the freaking Sabbath. What is she talking about? And I think she's lying anyway. I think it's bull. You can dance when your parents run around. When your parents are around, you do things that teenagers do. If her parents went to the store or went to work, you in there dancing, watching TV, doing whatever. Come on, liar. I think she's a liar. Between Lindy, Kristen, and Alexis, I don't know which one I like the least. I dislike the most. I don't know which one I dislike the most. I don't know. They get on my nerves. Lindy needs to get a full-time job so she can have insurance and leave Miguel's insurance alone. Your marriage ain't gonna last, so you need your own insurance. How about that? In his confessional, Miguel said he feels sad for Lindy when she talks about her childhood. Don't feel sad for her. She's a lie. She's a lie. She's a lie. She's a lie. Because that's exactly what she wants. She wants you to feel sympathy for her. So Lindy tells Miguel about her parents' divorce. So now they're Seventh-day Adventists. They can't dance, but they can divorce? So Lindy reads her letter as a child to her adult self. She read the letter to Miguel. In her letter, she talked about being raised by her 14-year-old friends. So let's analyze this for a second here, because it's confusing the crap out of me. Her parents were married, then they got a divorce, then she left home and was raised by her 14-year-old friends, and she never danced? And what parents who are Seventh-day Adventists allow her to go live with 14-year-old friends? Does it make sense to you? Because it really doesn't make any sense to me. Her Seventh-day Adventist parents didn't raise her. The mom didn't raise her. The father didn't raise her. They got a divorce. She couldn't dance. None of that adds up to me. It just doesn't. She was raised by 14-year-olds. 14-year-old friends. These friends didn't dance. These friends were all Seventh-day Adventists and they couldn't dance either. I don't get it. What's going on here? So Miguel tells her that he is excited to have kids with her. Right, Miguel. Next scene, Miguel takes Lindy to the house of Puerto Rico. He shows her a map. He talks about the beaches in Puerto Rico, how clear the water is, and you can see your feet. Hey, the beaches in Jamaica are just the same. The water is warm. The water is clear. The sand under the ocean is fine sand, and it's smooth and wavy because of the water. That's how the sand feels. And you can see your feet, and you can see the little tiny fishes swimming. Yeah, the water in Jamaica is good too, Miguel. Thank you. I'm so petty. Anyway, he wanted to share his culture with Lindy. It seems like everybody had sad stories when they were growing up. Miguel said as a child growing up in New York, he got picked on for the way he looked. Then, when he moved to Puerto Rico, he got picked on because he didn't speak Spanish. He said he was not white enough in the U.S. and he wasn't Puerto Rican enough in Puerto Rico. He said he was always the outsider. So he read his letter. His letter basically told him to stay strong and keep on pushing. They tell each other that they love each other because the pepper told them to say that. But Miguel, he doesn't love Lindy because you know why? He hasn't seen Crazy Lindy yet. We want to see Crazy Lindy. He has to see Crazy Lindy first to see if he can tolerate Crazy Lindy. He hasn't seen her yet. After he sees Crazy Lindy, I want to know if he still loves Lindy. Okay, that is the end of my review. I will be back next week. No, I don't think I'll be back next week with another review because I'm going to New York next week, next Wednesday. So I won't be back next week with another review. I'll be back the following week with another review. Thank you so much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Thank you and goodbye.